killed everybody else or run them crazy. Who else is running their mouth like we do and doing like we do? And the worst we get is a few little mumbo jumbo stuff. It ain't nothing. Maybe boss man think it's bad as it is. It's nothing. And then we make fun of him. The worst stuff he do, we make fun. Oh, boss man. Then after we done that, then we just wrap our arm around the boss man. You're not so bad after all. They just be talking about you, boss man. You ain't that bad. Well, I tell you, you got a few good things about you. Now, let me tell you some of the good stuff that you've done. And you can spin a yarn a mile long. He just listening and happy. Well, you got it on a recording. Don't visualize yourself talking to him with your arm around him. Visualize the yarn you're spinning right now. Yeah. Know your enemy. Or know yourself, know your enemy. 1,000 battles, 1,000 victories. Something is going on. I'm just telling you. And you can't be fat-headed like some of our people are like, they're nice people, but they're a little arrogant. They can't take a joke. They can't take a joke. Huh? Oh, boss man, you ain't gonna really hurt the brother, are you? You wouldn't do that. Well, boss man, let me tell you something. They don't even think like that. They don't think like that. It's because they don't respect their elders, the people that got us here. They wasn't stupid. They got something. For them to survive, they were smart. They had a chance to look at what the world was, and we're going to get the best for our children, our family. That we're going to get the best for them. Hell, that's all they could think of. If Booker T. Washington was a revolutionary, you could imagine where the people was, right? I mean, and we just come out of slavery. We ain't been out of slavery no zillion years or nothing. You know, the 20s was just 100 years ago. That was just 100 years ago. In historical time, there's people alive that was alive then. And some of us that are older almost feel like we was alive then because of the environment. Our parents was alive. We know what they was dealing with. Shoot. Anyway, let me speed up. Strike the Zionists with buffoonery. See, the Zionist, he's even different than old boss man. The Zionist is mean. You think Netanyahu and all these, they can stand to be made fun of? You blow their mind. They just hey, we'll show you some of the flyers that we've had. We've never. It's not a problem for us in Zionism. Other people, they have a problem because they're scared. When you're not scared of those, Zionists. And guess what? Not only the Muslims, but the people. Imagine not Israeli, but the Jewish people that are seeing what the Israeli, what they call it, not on our watch and not in our name. Yeah, that's what they say in South Africa. The Jews, some of them, not in our name, buddy.
American Jewish youth here
Mm-hmm.
because they don't like what they're seeing, and so it's like it's turning them back towards, the religion.
Yeah.
And so I just heard this the other day. So it seems to be they're trying to get back to what I guess they see as their roots because they see what's happening to the Palestinians. They see the hypocrisy of Zionism. So,
Hey, you got to read Jewish literature. Still Small Voice. This is a book from 1955 when I was in the penitentiary. Some of the old books. This is from 1955, but I'm reading it in the 70s, early 70s. Still Small Voice. The Jews are talking to each other. It's it's good to befriend a Negro. Okay, skip up to here. Every Jew in the world, first of all, uh, those Zionists are not practicing Judaism. Like the Jews say, you guys hijacked our religion. And they're acting like thugs. They're acting like thugs. Most of the Jews are middle class liberals, right? All the Jews I was in the penitentiary, I was in the penitentiary where I used to walk the yard with one of the Jewish guys. He was not a tomb robber, but those people that all those things down in artifacts in South America and all that. He was an Israeli though. Actually, he helped me Sabah al Khair, Sabah Nur, and all of that stuff. But so I used to walk in the yard and talk with him all the time. And so he told me, maybe, I don't know. So I was saying, well, what about the Jewish youngsters? He said, you care more about Israel than they do. I said, boy, I'm putting it on good then, if that's what he thinks. I wasn't fraudulent, but he thought the way I was acting that I was not that bad, So anyway, yeah, he was one of them smugglers, all that stuff they get, yeah, all those artifacts, Peruvian artifacts, yeah, he did all that stuff. Anyway, I'll speed up a little bit. Expose Zionist cruel pattern of behavior. They have such a behavior pattern, it's unbelievable. I'll speed up. We drew Zionist behavior into the public. We're just drawing it out to the public. But he put it out himself. You can't have no peace treaty with the Iranians. Even the dumb Americans, not that they're dumb, are saying we didn't have enough, man. Yeah,
but now they're saying that was a big mistake.
The Jews. Yeah, they're saying it because they done already saw that they can't stop what's getting ready to happen. Okay, so since they can't stop it, hey, and they got all the head of Mossad said this and the head of that back in the. So what does that mean? They're losing their grip. You got to remember, the grip the Americans have, let's say they have lost their grip on the world. They got a few people buffaloed, but the world has no confidence in them. We drew the Zionist behavior into the public. They have tried everything and failed. Uh, yeah. Zionists are defenseless against strategic implementation of Negroid tactics. hey, they can't defend themselves against us. They can't do it. They don't know how. They don't know how, and we've never even lost. That's our gift, that we could slap Zionists around. They can't do nothing to us. They have never even bounced off. They never have. And every time we have something with them, it bounces off. Everything they do, it turns into a benefit for us. They sneak in our demonstrations and show pictures of us saying certain things. It was good for us, not bad. Help America take up matter of truth and justice. Global goodness. There's nothing like global goodness, I tell you. Okay, dear believers. So basically, if we look at recent times, where we're at right now, just visualize this whole little package here, organized and functioning, and everything cleaned up, remodeled, and what have you. And that's where we're headed. And we're not using anything but new, let's call it new money, the money we raise and what have you. And if we're well underway and we get $1 zillion from out there, we will have not been sitting here depending on that. We're going right now. And there's no loss in it. Ain't no loss because we're going out and we're just going to be out there. Are there any questions or comments about any of this? No questions or comments. Okay. Okay. Okay then. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم. You could turn those